In a galaxy far, far away, there was a dark Jedi named Kael who had mastered the art of balance between the light and dark side of the Force. Kael had once been a Sith, but after seeing the destruction and chaos that the dark side brought, he decided to seek balance. Kael was not like any other dark Jedi. He had a strong sense of justice and compassion, and he used his powers to protect Force-sensitive younglings from the dangers of the galaxy. Kael believed that the Force was not inherently good or bad, but it was how one used it that determined its nature. Kael had a secret hideout on the planet of Dantooine, where he trained younglings in the ways of the Force. He taught them how to control their powers and how to use them for good. Kael believed that the younglings were the future of the galaxy, and it was his duty to protect them. One day, Kael received a distress signal from a nearby planet. He sensed that a group of younglings was in danger, and he immediately set out to rescue them. When he arrived, he found that a group of bounty hunters had captured the younglings and were planning to sell them to the highest bidder. Kael used his powers to take down the bounty hunters and rescue the younglings. He then took them back to his hideout on Dantooine, where he continued to train them in the ways of the Force. Kael knew that his path was not an easy one. He was constantly tempted by the dark side, and he had to fight to maintain his balance. But he also knew that he was doing what was right, and that was all that mattered. Years went by, and Kael continued to protect Force-sensitive younglings from the dangers of the galaxy. He became known as the protector of the younglings, and his legend grew throughout the galaxy. Kael knew that his time was coming to an end, but he was content knowing that he had made a difference in the lives of many younglings. He passed on his teachings to his students, and they continued his legacy long after he was gone. Kael's story serves as a reminder that the Force is not inherently good or bad, but it is how one uses it that determines its nature. He showed that even a dark Jedi could use his powers for good and make a difference in the galaxy.